What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Tool. Yes, indeed. Tool Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Mark Deccan. And this was actually Mark Deccan's prioritized request for the month of March for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Mark. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Mark wanted to see me react to this song by Tool called Rosetta Stoned. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, I have never heard the song before. This does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. All right, couple of things. Number one, I was informed that this is like the most complex Tool song ever written from the standpoint of time signatures. Well, they've given me a problem in the past with the time signature, and those were some of the easier songs. So hearing that, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little scared. I'm a little trepidatious about this. I'm like, I don't know about this. But I'm going to do my best to count. I'm not going to stress over it like I have in the past. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to try my best, but if I don't get it, I don't get it. But I am going to do my best because I know I enjoy the songs more when I do know what the time signatures are. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and this is going to be a very sore point with a lot of people, and I'm going to explain my stance on it. When I posted up the March schedule and people saw I was doing this, they were telling me that I have got, and I repeat, got to do Lost Keys with it. Here's the problem with that. That's not what the requester asked for. I understand a lot of people want me to do it because they say it's important. I know a lot of people are saying I need to do it for the context. But folks, this is Mark's request, okay? He is the one that requested this. He did not ask me to do Lost Keys and Rosetta Stoned. He just wanted me to do Rosetta Stoned. So, folks, I gotta honor his request, all right? I know a lot of people are gonna be pissed about that. I'm sorry. Now, what I am going to do, I am going to listen to Lost Keys. I am. You're just not gonna see it. I'm not gonna put it in the video, but I am going to listen to it. And then I'm going to go into Rosetta Stone immediately afterwards. And that's where you're going to see the filming of, okay? Just letting you know, I will listen to it. It's just not going to be in the video. I'm letting you know up front. I am listening to you guys, okay? I am, and I am going to meet you halfway, all right? But Mark was very clear. He wanted me to react to Rosetta Stone, not Lost Keys and Rosetta Stone, all right? Please keep that in mind. I will listen to it, though. I will. Let's see. I think that's it. This was posted by Tool, and the video has 3.3 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Tool. As you can see, I'm going to listen to Lost Keys first, okay? So what's going to happen is I'm going to start the video. I'm filming this whole thing, obviously. When it gets to about the 30-second mark is when I'm going to actually start the video for YouTube. Still get the last like 30 seconds of Lost Keys. and then I'll go right into Rosetta Stoned. Cool. What's really cool about doing it like this is I don't have to pause. I can just play it through, which is kind of nice. So I'll see you in about 3 minutes from now when I get into Rosetta Stoned. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
A few minutes later.
Well, then let's say hello. Good morning, I'm Dr. Watson. How are you today? How are you today? Look, son, you're in a safe place. We want to help you in whatever way we can, but you need to talk to us. We can't help you otherwise. What's happening? Tell me everything.
Back to 4-4. 4-4 to 5-8 to 4-4. Okay, now here's the thing. A lot of people can. Okay, 4-4. People have said you could take 4-4 and make it 8-8. Now, by letter of the law, if we're talking about purely based on subdivisions, yes, you can. But there is a distinct difference between how 8-8 feels and how 4-4 feels. There's a big difference. And I know a lot of people are like, well, isn't it just 8/8 notes? Yes and no. The thing with 8/8 is it is 8/8 notes. By counting, you're exactly right. It is 8/8 notes, but it doesn't feel like 8/8 notes. It feels like 3/8, 3/8, 2/8. It's weird. It's like I said, by letter of the law, 8/8 and 4/4 equal the exact same. They fill the exact same amount of time, the exact same amount of beats. It just comes to feel. So some people are going to say 4/4. Some people are going to say 8/8. Who's right? The only people who know for sure are Tool. They're the only ones who know for sure, because they're the ones who actually penned it out and wrote it. So I'm hearing 4/4. I'm sure there are going to be people who hear 8/8. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. If that's what you hear, then that's what you hear. I hear 4/4. So anyway, great start though. I like that transition.
The X-File being some kind of blue-green jacket. With the fellows who eat lips and breath to ring the village chopping their smoke will make it for sound. So when I read about my bug eyes, my gaping jaw, and my sweaty I'll run over and living all I could think was I'll come apart here, just notice that I just my bucket pants.
Digging the groove on this.
Slices and some needle splitting. He revealed to me his singular purpose. He said, you are the chosen one, the one who'll deliver the message. A message of hope for those who choose to hear it, and a warning for those who do
5/4. So, wow. They switched from 5/8 to 5/4. Or 10/8. I mean, it could be 10/8, but I felt that was 5/4. Wow, they snuck that in too. I almost missed that. I almost missed it, but not. I got it right at the end. 5/4. Okay. Yeah, they're not kidding. They're playing around with a lot of different time signatures. I heard so far 4/4, 5/8. I think, I'm not sure, but I think I got 11/8 in that one section. I missed it. It got by so quick. I want to say 11/8, but I'm probably wrong. And now 5/8 to 5/4. How cool, man. God. And they make it so seamless. God dang it. $11.8. Now what? Now what? There is a pattern. I'm just not locking into it. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating when I can hear the pattern. I hear there's a pattern. I can hear it because I'm hearing the repetition. I can feel it coming back, but I can't lock into the count. That is so frustrating to me. Anyway. Keep going. $11.8. Okay, I figured it out. It's 11. Well, it's okay. It's either 11/8 or it's 5/8 and 6/8. Take your pick. I'm hearing 5 and then 6, so it could be 11/8, I guess. But then they came in with these accents, da-da, 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 and oh man, that threw me off. That feels a lot more straight ahead. God dang it, Danny Carey and his freaking polyrhythms. Anyway, let's keep going here. I like that part. I like that part. We're still on that 11-8, or take your pick, 11-8 or 6-8 and 5-8. Dealer's choice, okay? But I like that part where they're going with the accents, the stops, the ba-da, 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 ba-da. It's, God dang it. It's heavy. I dig it. Right there, we had two different time signatures going against each other. Now, to say which one's right, who's to say? It depends on who you're following. If you're following Danny and the guitar and the bass, you're following one. If you're following the vocals, you're following another. So who sets the precedent? Who's actually going, and how would you define the time signature there? Technically, by letter of the law, you would follow the drummer and the bassist and the guitar player. But that part felt so vocally driven, I wonder if the actual time signature that we should be following would be the vocals. It could go. Let me listen to it again. You could go either way with that part. Okay. So, okay, I was wrong. Guitar and bass are doing one, and then drums and vocals are doing the other. Who to follow? My gut instinct is telling me to follow the drums and vocals. That's my gut instinct. Don't follow the pattern that the drummer and not the drummer. Don't follow the pattern that the guitar player and the bass are doing. Don't follow them. Follow the bass. Follow the drummer. Follow the vocalist. On this section. Weird. 5-8. Some 3. Either 3-4 or 6-4 here. God, transition from 5-8 into, let's just say 6-4. Let's just say for simplicity and length. Let's just say 6-4. Transition from 5-8 to 6-4 smoothly. God. I like that. Wait. Going back to that again. Very nice. Oh, so far, for like the last like 2 or 3 minutes, we've been in 6/4. And I know it's felt weird, but if you follow Danny's pattern, you follow what he's playing, it's 6/4. If you try to follow the bass, if you try to follow the guitar, it's all lining up. It's just the way that they're accenting and subdividing. It's not it is 6/4, but it doesn't sound like it. But that's all because of subdivisions and attacks and accents. But if you follow Danny, it's 6/4. Trust me, follow Danny. This part. No, it's been 6/4 for like the last couple minutes. So I mean, that feels good. I'm digging it. I've really gotten into the groove with it staying here. This has been my favorite part of the song. Is like the last like 2 or 3 minutes, where it's just been cruising on that 6/4 the whole time. Hearing a lot of different percussion instruments, a lot of tribal influence percussion instruments, which is really cool. Really cool. I like it when drummers experiment with different percussion instruments, as long as they fit the context of the song, as long as they sound good. Quite often you'll hear drummers experiment with percussion instruments and it just makes you scratch your head and go, why are you doing that? Why are you using that instrument? In this case, with the type of tribal feel that this song has, very fitting. Very fitting. And I got no issue with it whatsoever. Digging Maynard's vocals on this too, man. I really am. I'm loving the vocal approach he has with this song. A lot of different, not so much from a dynamic standpoint, but from a tonal standpoint. Like his approach, his attack, his projection, his, oh gosh, what's the word? The inflections that he's establishing. It sounds fantastic. I think this song is some of his finest vocal work, from a variety standpoint. He's really showcasing his vocal ability as far as differentiating his vocal styles. So, digging it. I'm absolutely digging it. Right back. Flipped. Wait, is this the same song or is this... This sounds different. This sounds completely different. Listen, you got this feel. That doesn't add up. That doesn't match up at all. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. Never mind. It was okay. Just the way it started, the way that guitar riff came in, it almost felt like a halftime feel. And I'm sitting there going, that doesn't feel anything like what they've been playing. But then Danny came in, and it all added up. Wow, what a ride. Yeah, I know this is my first time hearing the song, but I'm already digging it. This is going to be one of those songs that I'm going to want to listen to again, like right after I'm done filming. Like I'm going to finish filming and I'm going to want to go back. I want to go back and listen to it right now, but I need to finish this episode first. So I'm going to finish recording. Once I'm done, I'm going back and I'm listening to this again. This was fun. It was challenging. It definitely challenged me, but and I know there's a couple of spots I missed, but I got most of it. I feel like I got about like 90% of it. And man, it was fun. It was fun. And what a great grooving song to boot. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tool with Rosetta Stoned. This was a request from Mark Deccan, and this was actually Mark Deccan's prioritized request for the month of March for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Mark. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. I was thinking about it. I was sitting here thinking about while I was thinking about my score, and there were two things I had to take into consideration. The biggest one being lost keys. Do I include lost keys in the score? No, I do not. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you folks. Listening to lost keys, did it have any impact at all on the song itself? For me, no, none whatsoever. I could have absolutely skipped it and it would not have made any difference at all whatsoever on Rosetta Stoned. None. I know there's probably some context as far as from a storytelling standpoint, what the song Rosetta Stoned is about. I heard like in the last 45 seconds, some nurse talking to some doctor about a patient or whatever. I'm sure that's the lead into what Rosetta Stoned is about. I get it. From a storytelling standpoint, is it important? Maybe it is. I'm not 100% sure about that. But if you guys know anything about me, you know I don't really pay attention to vocals. I don't. I really, it's not that I don't care. It's just vocals go over my head. Music, theory, no problem. That's my jam. I'm absolutely there for it. But when it comes to lyrics, I am just not a lyrics guy. I have never been one to comprehend lyrics and have them internalized. Unless it's a song that I have to learn, or if it's a song that absolutely just hits me and sticks with me. And there's no hidden meanings or double meanings like that. Like if it is a story that is being told, cut and dry, maybe I'll pay attention to it, maybe I'll get it. But it's very, very unlikely. So did I need to listen to Lost Keys? No. I personally, I don't think I needed to. I think I would have been just fine listening to Rosetta Stoned on its own, and I would have been perfectly happy. Having said that, I know a lot of people in the comments were saying that I had to listen to it and I had to do it. So I did, okay? On YouTube, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see Lost Keys. You're going to see maybe the last 30 seconds of it going into Rosetta Stoned. That's all you're going to see. Now, I thought about it. If you guys really want to see it, okay? If you guys really want to... I'm going to be honest with you here, okay? If you guys really want to see it, you really want to see me listening to Lost Keys, I will put the full, uncut, unedited version on the Patreon page. You can go watch it there. You're more than welcome to. It's only $1. You can go check it out. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not asking you to do it because, in my opinion, it's not worth it. It really isn't. I don't think there's anything done during Lost Keys that warrants anybody paying $1 to go see. I don't think it's worth it. But I know some people are very, diehard Tool fans. They're going to want to see it. Okay, fine. I will make it available to you if you want. It's over on the Patreon page. Knock yourself out. Go and enjoy it. Personally, me personally, I think you're wasting your time, and I think you're wasting your money. But if that's what you want to do, it's there for you, okay? I'll put it up for you on the Patreon page, unedited, so you can go see it. You're not going to see a dang thing, really, other than what you saw here. But whatever, it's fine. Let's get to the song now. Rosetta Stoned. On a scale of 1 to 10. Man, this was fun. It was fun. I can't even hide it. I am going to give that. And remember, I'm not taking Lost Keys into account here, okay? I'm not. This is strictly for Rosetta Stoned. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that a 9.4. Yep, 9.4. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
I don't know if I will go as far as to say this is my new favorite Tool song. I don't think I can go that far and be honest. I still love The Grudge, and I still love Lateralus. Both of those songs, they absolutely resonated with me, man. They did. Even though Lateralus absolutely broke me, I still dig that song. I have listened to that song several times since the reaction. Many times. I will say, I listened to The Grudge more. I think The Grudge is more of a straight-ahead rockin' tune. It's just an absolute, just straight-ahead, in-your-face rockin' tune. And I dig the hell out of that song, The Grudge. But I really enjoy Lateralus. So I want to kind of... Can't believe I'm going to say this. When I want to spiral out... Ta-da! Eye roll. I definitely checked that song out, and I definitely listened to it. It's a great tune. This song, though, is going to be up there with it. This is going to be one of those songs that I'm going to listen to when I just want to zone out. Like Lateralus. Wow, what a great tune. I'm going to do something a little weird here. I'm going to talk about the musicianship first, and I'm going to talk about songwriting last. Let's start with Danny Carey. Man, is this guy not the master of polyrhythms or what? This guy... There were points where he had 2 different beats going, or even more than that. He had like 2 or 3 different beats going at certain parts against each other, and they sounded... It sounded seamless. I mean, it really did. There's no way to explain it other than the fact that it sounded like it was designed that way, which shockingly it was. But who thinks of that? Who thinks of that? It's very reminiscent to me of Dave Weckl doing Etch-a-Sketch, where he's doing, swing with the right hand, straight ahead, funk with the left, and he is going against each other, but it all lines up. Only here, Danny Carey's got like 3 different things going on. And it's mind-blowing how good this guy is. But I mean, I'm not surprised. Like, everything he did, I wasn't shocked by. I wasn't mind-blown by, because I've heard him do it before. So it's not like a surprise anymore. It's almost expected now. So when he was doing it, I was like, okay, well, there he goes. There he goes. Here we go again. Type of thing. Still enjoyable. It's not a shock, like it used to be. The guitar player, I believe his name, if I remember correctly, his name is Adam. What a great job on him. What a great job on him. Some good melodic work. The chordal structures more than anything is what got me, though. He had some great selections of effects, whether it be using wah in conjunction with, with the distortion, or delay, but just very tastefully done using effects to accentuate what he was playing, not relying on the effects to do the work for him, just using the effects to accentuate what he was doing and bring out even more out of what he was playing. So that I can appreciate. I love it when guitar players do that. I cannot stand it when guitar players let the effect do all the work for them. It's like, well, why are you even, what makes you so special then? You know, seriously, what makes you such a great guitar player if all you're doing is relying on effects to do what you should be doing? You know, it's just, it doesn't make any sense to me why people like these guitar players get all these admirations and accolades, and I'm sitting here listening to it going, it's just 15 different effects. He's got 2 or 3 different delays going to make it sound like, and one of the delays has a tri down each time. It steps down a minor third. There's nothing special about that. Nothing. You know, he's playing one note, and that's it. And then his effects literally do everything else for him. Will I give him credit for programming all those effects? Yeah, sure, I'll give him credit for it. But any numbskull who knows anything about effects can do that. What makes him so special? You know, playing one note and then letting effects do all the work. It's just like, that's stupid. No, that's not this guy's case. That is not the case here. Adam used the exact opposite. He's playing fantastically. Some great lines, great chords, and he's using the effects to simply bring out more of what he's doing and make it sound even fuller. That's all. That's a big difference. And Adam does I believe his name is Adam. If I'm wrong about that, please let me know. But Adam does a fantastic job of that, and I've been a big admirer of him for doing that in every single song I've heard from Tool so far. He doesn't overdo the effects. He uses the effects just enough to get what he wants out of it, but make no mistake, what he is playing, he is actually playing. So there's a big difference. The bass player, God, I don't know his name yet. Dear Lord, shame on me. Great job on his part. Fantastic job. He has some great lines as well. He was doing some crazy subdivisions. In that one part where Danny was playing straight ahead 6. He was playing straight ahead, like it was 2 bars to 3/4 or 1 bar to 6/4. But it was in that 3 feel. I'm almost positive it was 6/4. But he's playing that whole section of 6/4 where he was playing for like 2 or 3 minutes straight. Man, I loved that part. I loved that part. I really got into the groove on that part. And one of the things that made it so interesting, though, was that the bass player was doing these subdivided attacks that were just ever so slightly off. But it all lined up. It all did. It all fit within the 6, because when it came back around, he did it in the exact same spot again. So it was all planned, and he had this off. It wasn't even an 1/8 or a 6. It was like a 32nd note off, and he hit it every single time it came around again. It was enough to make me go, what? You know, but not in a pleasant way, just in a way that really kind of piqued me and went, there it is again. Coming back around. There it is again. Is it lining up every time in the same spot? Yes, it is. So, some great subdividing work from him. Fantastic. And I love his bass tone, man. I really do. Maynard's vocals on this. I know a lot of people may disagree with me, but I'm going to say it anyway, because this is honestly how I feel. I'm going to go on record, and I'm going to say this song showcased some of Maynard's finest work from a differential vocal standpoint, showing off a lot of different vocal styles that he is capable of doing. He didn't stick to one style like he's had on some songs, or 2 styles. No, there was like 7 or 8 different vocal styles in this one song that he demonstrated. Now, some of them were enhanced by effects. Yes, some of them were, but most of them were not. Most of them were just him, just showcasing some different styles, some different tones, some different approaches, some different voice inflections, and just really kind of showcasing his talent. And I can absolutely appreciate that. Now, this was a great vocal showcase for him, without question. Was it my favorite work from him? No, I still kind of lean toward The Grudge on that one. Man, that long scream at the end, man, 25 seconds, whatever it was, dear Lord. But I love the aggressive feel of The Grudge, but this was definitely a vocal showcase for him to show off what he can do, and I appreciate that. Now, the songwriting. Okay, The Counting. I know a lot of people in the comments are gonna, I hear this every single time I do a Tool reaction. Dude, stop counting and just enjoy the song. Number one, screw you. Don't tell me how to enjoy a song. I'll enjoy it the way I want to listen to it, all right? And I'm going to tell you right now, the way that I enjoy listening to songs is by counting. That is how I enjoy it. So maybe you missed my my reaction to, what was it, Tempest? Yeah, maybe you missed that reaction. You should go check that one out. It'll spell it all out for you. And if you're still going to tell me to stop counting and just listen to the song, like I said, screw you. Get off my channel. I will listen to the song how I want to listen to it, and I'll enjoy it the way I want to enjoy it. Now, having said that, I enjoyed the hell out of this song. The counting on this song was fantastic. The time signature switches were so well done and so smooth. There was not one transition that felt awkward. Now, I may have sat there and gone, wait a minute, but that's not because it felt awkward. That's because I was sitting there trying to figure it out, okay? Every single time change felt good. Every single one. I may not have gotten every single one right. I know for a fact there were at least 2 spots where I got lost. That's okay. I'll go back and I'll listen to it again. I plan on it after I'm done recording this reaction. I'm going to go listen to the song again for 2 reasons. 1, I loved the hell out of the song, and 2, I want to get those. I want to figure them out. But I also probably miscounted some other spots. It's very possible I did. You know, like the 6, like the 6/8 and the 5/8. You know, I more than like I thought it was 11/8 personally. I was counting 11/8, but I also could see how it could be interpreted as 6/8 and 5/8. Now, which one is it? I don't know. And to be perfectly honest with you, the only people who actually know for a fact which one it is Tool. I know there's going to be people going to say, well, I know for a fact it was 11/8. Really? Do you know Tool? Did you talk to them? Did you ask them what it was? Don't sit there and tell me you know for a fact. I don't know for a fact. I'm not 100% sure. I'm saying it could be either way. It could be 11/8 or it could be 5/8 and 6/8. Or, sorry, 6/8 and 5/8. It could be either one. Okay? So, unless you can show me concrete, irrefutable evidence to back up your argument, don't come at me with that. Don't try to tell me, well, I know for a fact it's 11/8. Where's your proof? Where's your proof? Where is the sheet music that Tool actually wrote themselves? Not arranged by, you know, not published by some other guy from, not transcribed by Joe Schmo. No, I want the actual sheet music from Tool that says that was 11/8 or that was 6/8 and 5/8. If you could provide that, then I'll buy your story. But until then, that's speculation. That's your opinion, just like it's my opinion. I was feeling 11/8. I was, okay? So it could be, I could absolutely see how it could be interpreted as 6/8 and 5/8. Sure, I absolutely could see that. But the counting on this was, here's what it came down to be. It was challenging, but it wasn't so aggravating that I was getting pissed and I was getting mad. No, I wasn't. There was never one point in this song where I got upset by trying to figure it out. Every time they would change the time, it would stay long enough that it gave me a chance to anchor in for the most part. There were a couple that went by a little quickly, but I'm going to go back and get them. But for the most part, everything stuck long enough for you to, you know, internalize, okay, there it is. That's the time. And then they would change. And that's fine. As long as it stuck around long enough for me to be able to internalize, I'm happy with it. It was a challenge. No question. This song challenged me with the counting for sure. I could see how people would say this is probably the most complex song they've written from a time change standpoint. Absolutely. I agree. I think this probably is. to the best of my knowledge. Now, I haven't heard everything they've recorded. I mean, I've heard, like, I don't know how many songs I've heard from Tool, like 12, 13 now, plus everything I've heard on Undertow, which is the only album I ever owned. But I do see how this song could be given the title of most complex time signature usage. I can absolutely see that. But it wasn't overly complex, and it wasn't so complex that I got lost, you know? It was a challenge. Yes, I had a fun time with it. I really did. I enjoyed the song. It had a great groove. The time changes felt good. Maynard's vocals were a showcase. Danny with his polyrhythms, and it's using some pretty interesting sounding percussion instruments to do. A lot of tribal feel instruments in there added in, and unique. I dug it. All of that combined together, along with the guitar playing and the bass playing, which are always outstanding from Tool, and you get a 9.4. That is where I'm at. That is where I'm going to stay. 9.4, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys feel like giving the video a thumbs up, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you guys feel like ringing the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.